Broken home is a menace that we all can fight and overcome if we all go back to God, the architect of homes, if we all go back to God to seek His will, to seek His path, to start all over again, to align with God's purposes and intents. If we all go back to God for God to direct us on how to fight this war of broken home and overcome, is we need to act like an eagle after living for 40 years and his feeder being to be heavy and overgrown, and it can't even be sweet to catch prey again. He will go back to the highest of the mountain, sharpen his crown, then remove all the feathers and grow a new one, and the eagle will come back more renewed, more better, and more strong than ever before. This is what this teaching is all about. Be on the lookout, and God will bless you. Hello viewers, I am very glad to welcome you to the second episode of the teaching we've started, which is Pain of Broken Homes. In the last episode, I dwell much about the effects of broken home in all the society in this world. A lot was said in the last episode that I may not be able to come back to it again. But today, what gives me sadness and worry is that even in our religious communities, the menace of broken homes has divided all spiritual medications. Even in Islamic religions, idols, idolatries, and even in the Christian communities, in denominations, even in my spiritual constituencies, anti-message movement, we have everywhere virtually full of broken homes. So this menace has divided all applicable spiritual medications, and it's saddening me that the world has learned to live with it as if God has no solutions, as if God has no power to repair and to restore and to put away all the mark of broken homes in our union and make us to be living, whether we have or we don't have, whether you are noble or you are commoner, whether you are ministers or you are members of the church, whether you are workers or whoever you are, that we can be living a paradise on earth when we will have a bonded union, a healthy homes, a spiritual homes union that will give us peace and give us a kind of relief from all the pressure we are having outside. It's painful, brothers and sisters, for you to have this hardship experience outside, problem everywhere, lack of social support, lack of security of our life and properties, and you are still facing hell from your spouse at home. So where lie the joy in this world? Where is joy of being a believer? Where is joy of being a followers of God? So this thing gives me so much concern, and that's why when God inspired me to teach on this, I'm well prepared with all my heart to speak to the needy people that will listen on how God can come down, what we can do, how we can submit ourselves, that God will come down to come and repair our homes. Now, today, I want to start with the effect of broken homes. One of the major effects of broken home is this effect tell much on women. Some of my brother colleagues will be saying that didn't we have men that are suffering from broken homes? Yes, we are coming to that, but let me start with that of women. And you will see the reason why I said the effects of broken home, the bad effect of broken home, tell much on women. You see, anywhere you see a woman, married woman, who is having gain from her home being broken, she must have been a victim of broken society. Maybe I should come again. Anywhere you see a woman who is having gain of her home being broken, she's gaining from it. She must have been a victim of broken society. There's no woman, the way their body chemistry, the way women are wired, anywhere in the world, at any level of the society, they are wired to be innocent, to be ready to submit, in as much they can see that you love them. For any woman for you to see any woman to got married and begin to maltreat her husband, begin to misbehave, immediately got into the marriage, begin to show her color. One man somewhere has abused her. One man somewhere has dehumanized her by way of rape, by way of all inhuman treatment. And that is why, and when women are treated badly, they will lose confidence, not only in that man, but in all women folk. So they will not trust men again. So that's why you see fractions of them, scores of them, we go into the marriage and they start victimize the husband. This is because one man somewhere must have dehumanized that woman. One man somewhere must have been abused that woman. And when a woman felt disappointment in a single man, she's disappointment in all men. So such a woman would just go into marriage to protect her social dignity, not because she has confidence in any man again. So that's why I said that women will always be a victim of broken home, except that a woman that has gotten a bad experience with someone, a man before she came into the marriage. Now, you see, men, I want to say here categorically that men, most of the times, are architects of broken homes. Because when a woman are like your beddings, the way you lie it, the way you take care of it, that is the way you lie on it. Women came into the marriage with innocency, with preparation to give her best to a man. But any day, any woman saw a fractions of unfaithfulness, breach of trust, it will be difficult to reconcile that woman back, for you to rebuild that confidence in her again. So that's why I said most of broken homes, men are the architects. Though I'm a man too, but sentiment apart. So what is broken home here? Because some of my, as you are hearing me, you will have been trying to crack your brain. What is it? What are the features? What are the characteristics of broken homes? How do I know whether I am managing a broken home or I am managing a healthy home? You see, broken home, for instance, is lack of submissiveness between the two spouses to one another. Submissiveness between these two spouses to one another. If you look at Ephesians chapter 5, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 21. It said, submit yourself one to another in the fear of God. So this can be generated to the brotherhood in the church of the living God, whether you are ministers, whether you are a woman, whether you are men, whether you are youth, whether you are workers, whoever your category in the ministry hierarchy or layers of the ministry, we should learn how to submit one to another in the fear of God. Not just submitting to one another only, but in the fear of God, when you have to submit to your spouse, when the word of God is involved to correct some actions or inactions in you. It doesn't matter who said it. It doesn't matter how he or she said it. In as much that person is lifting the standard of the gospel to correct your actions or inactions, there must be submissiveness. So the problem started when men feel ego and think he's the head of the home. You see, we know that women are flexible and they are weaker vessels. But out of the 100% of the word that will come from women, at least you should be able to see 10% or 20% that will go towards edifications, righteousness, and lifting up the standard of the gospel. So we should not, problem started when men begin to throw away all the word of their wives, thinking that is all nonsense. A spiritual woman should be able to filter and extract the one that is going towards lifting up the standard of the gospel, and you submit to your wife. So though we will say that, no, the Bible says women should submit to men. Yes. Husband also should submit to the woman, so long as she's lifting up the standard of the gospel against your actions or inactions. So when there are resentments, when there are lack of submissiveness to one another, when God is involved, no matter who is saying it, then that is broken homes. It leads to argument. No, I know what I'm saying. I know why I said it. So these are broken homes. If you are expressing that, brothers and sisters, you're already managing broken homes. Now, second aspect is when spouses are are maintaining two parallel ways on the tropical issues that fail to meet. You see, since the beginning of the marriage to when a spouse or a couple will spend 50 years in the union, there may be some perennial issue, argument, that they have engaged themselves in the marriage. This is right. No, that is not right. No, this is the way I see it. No, I don't see it that way. For the next 50 years, and they will not meet. So if there is no meeting point, whether early or lately, on any tropical issue between you and your wife, you maintain your lane on that particular issue. When it comes to that, no, I have told you not to mention that matter again. I'm not going back. That is the way that is broken homes. Because there is no meeting point. Wall apart. Oh no, when you come to that issue, no, I have my lane. You have no lane. Don't even come to that. So no bridge. There's no ministrations of the spirit that really bring two of you to a meeting point on that particular issues. You see, if there is wall apart on an issue between spouse or between two brothers, is it that two of you were wrong, or one of you is wrong, the other right? Two of you cannot maintain two parallel and two of you are right. So this is the wisdom, brothers and sisters. You see, you must know that in as much as an argument, there is a different positions between you and your wife on the tropical issues in the family, against actions or inactions, maybe on children's schooling. It could be as easy as we have a couple, a spouse, a couple. They have just gotten a land. They have not even bought a land, and they are already trying to imagine the type of a building mansion they will build. Architecturally, they are trying to design it from their own mind, from their own opinion. And they were saying that, okay, there will be a particular room beside the kitchen. When your parents come, they will be sleeping there. And the wife said, no, how can my wife? They have not bought the land. They have not gotten anything. They don't have money yet. And they already had, it is your parent that will be sleeping in a room near the kitchen. And it became an issue. All reconcilable differences. So this is what I'm saying, brothers and sisters. When there is no bridge at a particular time, when you maintain different positions between you and your wife, there's no bridge, there's no meeting point, that house is broken. So you see, and another point I want to raise is that when we are having unreconcilable differences and you are still living together as mother and wife, so that's a broken homes. It could be as easy as that. There's no meeting point. There's no heartfelt union on different viewpoints. There's no heartfelt union. When somebody raises a point, and at a particular time you say, no, it couldn't be. But you are so fearful, you fear the word of God, you are so humble, within the space of a time, the Spirit of God will minister to you, say, what she's saying is right, acknowledge it. So this is what I'm saying. When there is no heartfelt union, you see, union is not two of you coming together or whatever. Union is the heart beating together, bleeding together, working together. So you see, that is broken homes. You see, and I want to say, brothers and sisters, alignment for the ego, one to another, mend broken homes. And that's what I was saying. You see, when there is a submissiveness, you as you are going, you tried that issue before you left home, and you are driving to your office. You are walking along the street, and a spirit just come to you and say, what your wife is saying is right. You need to acknowledge it. You are just trying to prove ego. Or you are the wife. As you are just going on you are trading. You are in your office. You are on your way. And that spirit just came to you and said, what your husband is saying the other time is true, to acknowledge it. You just pick up your phone. I said, dear, what you are saying, you were right the other time. I was just trying to prove nothing. So please, I agree with you perfectly. I'm with you. Let's go ahead. I'm with you. I now realize that what you were saying was right. So this is what I'm calling alignment, fall of the ego, one to another, healed broken homes. So we need to understand all these things. So you see, and this alignment can only work when there is fellowship in judgments. You are fellowship in the same judgment. What it was your wife that first noticed and said, this is not good. And at the point you are saying, why must he say this one is not good, in line with the word of God? And within a couple of times, you were being inspired to see it in the way she said it. I said, okay, my wife, you are right, I can see it. Even in accordance with so and so. The Bible even said that is right. That is a fellowship of judgment. So you are coming to a level whereby it will not be difficult for you to agree with one another wholeheartedly. Submissiveness in all tropical issues. So anywhere you find yourself, you are bounded. You are one. That's a healthy home. So how many of us are having that today? You see, when there is fellowship of desire, when the other say, this is what I want, you say, no, I don't want that way. But your reasoning as necessary came to you as, okay, I can now see the reasoning there. I can see this. We need that one. We need it for our family. That's what we desire is the right thing. It's not as, no, this is what I want to. I want a car. No, this is the house I want to. And your husband continue to buy the car, and you're having the house. So long as you are driving in that car, you also look back that this money will have been used to build a house. So fellowship of desire and fellowship of beliefs. So your husband see that this is the righteous work that we need to do. This is the stand we need to take on this issue. This is the way you need to go about it. As a believer of God, you always align together. These are the characteristics, attributes of broken homes or healthy homes. So if you're having problems, you can see that this episode is coming out with an x-ray for us to really see how our family, the level of our family in what God calls us to be. So surely the next episode, we are going to dwell more on other matters. I'm sure I'm going to meet you. You are going to follow us. You are going to share this. God bless you for watching. Thank you.